Saw something on your DoD file about a panic attack you suffered shortly after a mission in Belarus.
Wait! Please help me.
One-time thing?
Please get me out of here, please!
Yeah, never happened again.
Alexander had been grinding as an intelligence analyst for 2 years, driven by a singular obsession: breaking into the agency's inner circle. Despite his top-tier performance, his record was permanently stained by a botched rescue mission in Belarus years ago. Recently, the fallout from that trauma-blinding migraines triggered by sudden panic attacks had become more frequent, feeling like a poisoned needle driven deep into his skull. On his commute home, Alexander caught a black man tracking him on the subway. He brushed it off as professional paranoia. Later that night, feeling like a ghost at an old friend's party, he slipped away to a familiar dive bar to meet his ex-wife. She was more than just an old flame, she was his secret connection. To keep the agency from flagging his mental instability, he relied on her for off-the-books anti-anxiety meds. Alexander had always assumed the migraines were just a side effect of his PTSD, never suspecting the far more sinister reality lurking beneath the surface. The next morning, the office felt like a morgue. His superior played a gruesome video showing the erasure of an undercover operative, an execution that effectively killed a high-priority operation. In the last 4 months alone, the agency had lost 3 of its best assets. Leadership was convinced it was either a seamless hack of their comms or an inside job. Since Alexander's work intersected with all 3 victims, he instantly became the prime suspect. Internal Affairs scrubbed his devices and found nothing, but Alexander knew he was being hunted.
Oh, migraine's back. If Choi had been hacked, my teams would have been able to tell.
What if it's something experimental?
This isn't your problem to solve, Alexander.
The only thing they had in common was the orphanage.
And who had access to all 3 files?
The directors, Tachyon team leader, and 1 analyst. Me.
Now you just sound paranoid.
If they were looking into me, how would I know?
I just analyze signals, Alexander. I am the wrong person to ask about intrigue. I'm sure it'll all be fine. You get some rest. I'm sure you'll feel better.
Suffocating under the pressure, Alexander ducked into a stairwell where memory dragged him back to that snowy night in Belarus. As a Tier 1 operator, he had faced a brutal choice: save a terrified Russian orphan or a woman claiming American citizenship. With only 1 seat left on the extraction chopper, he took the child, watching from the air as the woman was swallowed by the enemy. That moment became his lifelong nightmare and the reason he was traded from the front lines for a desk job, but the office was no longer a sanctuary. He spotted a mysterious woman in the hall monitoring his every move via a wall of screens. Moments later, his computer shut down on its own. His colleague, Kirby, walked in to tell him the suspension was just routine, but the air was thick with unspoken threats.